Now, I didn't consider Big D, who is playing phenomenally. But I think MuteAce and Riddles, based on what they were showing us yesterday,
man,
the will to win from MuteAce is just unfathomable.
Yeah.
And on Spargo's end, or I'm sorry, on Riddle's end, we're just seeing a level of execution that makes a win seem almost inevitable. Like,
yeah, it looks a little unfair.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, like, not a toxic or bandwidth. It's just like his dedication and his ability to execute at the highest level consistently. Like, how do you beat that?
It makes me want to say that, you know, because, you know, just again, that will to win. Like, there's that thing that they're doing on Metafy, Last Stock Legends with Melee. I'd like to see one on MuteAce, because you want to talk about a Last Stock Legend, look no further than this motherfucker right here. He really do be doing it, so let's get into it.
Right?
I'm saying.
Here on PS2, our first game between MuteAce and Kurama, shall we? Just going to go ahead and get right into it, man. It's going to be a good one. Love seeing, you know, both these players play one, because, you know, obviously Kurama's like right at the top of his character, if not the top representation of his character.
Yeah.
And Mute's like pretty much the only piece that exists right now. So, you know, I'll go ahead and show the little bit of Mushroom Kingdom rivalry here. I'm
interested to see how many up airs Kurama can get like that one, because I think in some matchups we see him go for back air a lot, so it's just back air into F tilt. It's a free like 25-30 damage that he can, well, not 25-30, but like 20-25 damage that he can do, you know, with just a free back air F tilt, and puts them at the ledge sometimes depending on the percentage. And sometimes he can just burst out with that up smash, which is especially good because Peach wants to float in that range. She wants to be right there.
That was a very big cut that shit out of up smash.
Yeah, enough.
I'm sick of this. Get out. So immediately takes that first stock and gets 50 on the second just like that. So.
Yeah, Mute will do a lot of float cancels really close to the ground, very reminiscent of just that triangle movement, right?
Yep.
And not a lot of characters have, or no other character has that access to a mechanic like float. So you'd always, that's the thing about Peach, really input heavy, right? You're doing all these little float cancels and all that things for either your neutral, your combos, but Kurama still at 131% and counting here. Just Mute can't get this last hit.
Yeah, Kurama's ability to just live for so long, on top of that, just the combo game just being so immaculate, making it very difficult for Mute. And one angled it downward too, absolutely securing the kill on that forward smash. Kurama absolutely unleashed in this first game.
Kurama's creativity to be able to find kills with Mario is unmatched. I mean, the character can sometimes struggle if you can't get that up air, you can't get the down air or whatever. You have to get in and actually hit an up smash and actually land a back air at like 140. But he was able to pop out that forward smash and get a stock early.
Okay, here we go. A little fire back here from MuteAce. Got some good damage here on the Kurama. Oh, okay. Yeah, back 40 to 81.
Usually Kurama always, like, in some of these harder matchups against sword characters, Kurama has to find his way in. Well, Peach, I mean, the only thing really keeping you out is the float movement or the turnips, right? So, and then when Mario gets in, oh man, it's a lot of damage.
He telegraphs a lot of his approaches, which is like one of the biggest issues in Mario. But when you've got an expert pilot like Kurama on the character, he's got so many different ways in.
It's just yeah, it really is just a battle of like two of the best comboing characters in the game, and Kurama is winning in that struggle at the moment.
All right, having to get off the ledge. Mute having,
no up smash.
I'm shocked, yeah.
I mean, that would have killed though, but it's still doing some good damage. But I think that up smash will definitely kill now if he ends up finding it. Good get up attack, surprising.
Bold.
I think, yeah, Kurama has punished quite a bit of get up attacks throughout this tournament, so.
But wait a minute. MuteAce on that last hit. We know what he's capable of. Let's see if he does it.
The snipe with
that
the
never actually
turn-up.
works. That's what's crazy.
It's very seldom that you see that in practice, right?
He always goes for it just as a why not, but.
Ooh. Okay. And
No
to fade
way.
that, like Last Stock Legend. This is him.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's always hard to just get that final hit on Mute, no matter the situation, right? So right now, Kurama has to close it out versus Mute. Goes for the double jump. The turret was so close to hitting him out of it.
There you go.
See, is it enough? It is going to do it, but you just saw start to creep and crawl back into that matchup, man. MuteAce starting to settle in, so it's a good sign for game 2 coming up.
Yeah, I think that was actually really good patience from Kurama too, because I think MuteAce was either trying to fade a up smash or a back air. And because that air dodge was giving up, just immediate back throw. So a lot of options you had to get away from. So understandably so why that air dodge was giving up, but Kurama gonna stick to his guns, wait for the mistake and punish it accordingly. So Damn, look at that water, so crispy.
Hydrate,
Sheesh,
hydrate,
that looks
hydrate.
Gotta
yummy.
stay hydrated.
My ass is thirsty.
Thank you for that 1440p camera. It's nice.
This quality is crisp.
All right, getting into our second game on
Town.
Town and City. Yes, sir.
Kurama up 1-0 here. But, I mean, had a very solid entire stock lead, but Mute clawing his way back that game 1. See how this game 2 starts off. Back and forth here, 40% for both our competitors.
Genuinely like the idea of picking this because I bet you, FD was banned, but you have to play past this part of the stage.
All right.
Like you want the advantages of FD, but you have to wait until it turns to FD. So it still becomes a Mario stage at some point in time, and you saw exactly why it becomes a Mario stage, getting way up there and getting that up B kill. However, though, Peach, whoa, almost.
Wow,
loved it though.
You want to talk about patrolling the ground? MuteAce, top flight security on this one. Kurama taking so much damage.
And Mario is not particularly bad at getting down. I mean, he's not great at it, obviously, but it's not like a big struggle of his. So the fact that MuteAce was able to track that, super good.
Tried to end the combo off with a neutral fan. MuteAce off the side, but Turnip not going to connect here. Kurama getting back to the ledge, the get-up attack, getting dismantled by the float into the back air.
All right. Not a lot of damage here onto MuteAce yet. If he's able to find like an actual good mute combo or down tilt starter, could turn this thing all the way around here. It's been so hard to combo Kurama. Like his DI's been insane, his breakout options have been insane. So it's gonna be a pretty good one right there. Quick 54. Oh, damn. 82.
Yeah, MuteAce is now leading.
Wow, that was so much damage. What a string. Keeping it going, all the momentum in MuteAce's side here.
Like Kurama, what the hell?
He's like, I can't leave yet. Can't leave.
I mean, these turnips are starting to do work.
Yeah, they definitely are. He's hitting quite a bit of those. They're not going to be able to take it from the middle of the stage, but hey, nice turnip pop.
Oh, like that grab.
Great grab.
Hasn't gone for a lot of those just yet. And another turnip gonna land. We're gonna throw that one down just slightly off. And MuteAce keeps taking that position, just slightly like at roll on. He'll just kind of sit there and throw the back air because we know that it beats get up attack. We'll catch roll on if he's able to space it. Beats a lot of stuff. Double forward air. When did this happen, by the way? MuteAce was trailing by a lot.
Got ladder to start things off, right?
I think MuteAce just has an unhittable mode, and usually it's activated on the last stock.
Right.
But he's activated it right now. Finally takes a hit. I feel like it's been like a minute since he's been hitting.
Yeah, it's like new game. It's like new game plus sometimes, right? Like just immediately just enters that mode, and it's like, goddamn, I got the same tools, but I can't do the same damage.
I think he just popped his ult, bro. He popped his ult. Yeah, he popped his ult. It's an install. He just doesn't get hit for a little while, and usually it's on third stock, but there, the second stock was the legend.
He's got mind Arsene, bro. That's crazy. Here we go.
Oh, here's Kurama's ult, though. That's Kurama's ult, bro.
Kurama's ult. The ladder zero.
Yeah, if there's a platform there, that's his passive. Yeah. Kurama uses a platform to kill this unit at 90.
Back air almost enough to take it. The double turn up.
Oh,
That's it.
Damn, man. Mario too stubby to make that
It was the setup. The double turn up through the first one up.
He never
second one
hits
down.
those.
So much space covered.
I guess Mario is so linear in his trajectory that, like in my brain, I'm like, all right, well, people will find ways around it. Like Spargo found ways around it with Cloud. Like certain characters do it, but maybe Mario can't. I don't know. Or maybe Kurama, it's something he's not familiar with. We'll see.
Well, usually we see the stall coming out from Mario,
Cape,
right? Yeah, the cape, the double jump can stall, and Mute usually feels like it's going one turnip at a time, right? Like, oh, okay, let me throw this one turnip. Oh, didn't work. Let me pull another one, throw another one. But that time, Mute setting up, making it look like, oh, hey, I'm going to try to throw this turnip, but actually just up throw it, sets up the double turnip at the same time because it gives Mute enough time to pull that second turnip. And man, two turnips just coming down underneath that ledge. Kurama just couldn't find a way between them, around them, up, over. There's just no path there.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, and kudos to Mute. Again, like we said, at one point was trailing a considerable amount, then boom, activate that ult, pop that ult, new game plus mode. It just becomes so difficult.
Yeah, he's like, hold up, gotta put the hard hat on.
Hell yeah!
So this tells me that the divorce is finalized.
Yeah.
Because now we got blue collar Mario.
Yeah, bro, he's got to work for a living. The alimony ain't gonna pay itself.
He's not getting carried anymore.
One bedroom apartment Mario. He's got IKEA furniture.
And you got Toad as the super.
Oh no.
Oh man. Getting into this game though, not a lot of damage put on to the board just yet. No one really getting their thing started until just then. Mute getting that quick 77. I like loving the spacing here from Mute. You know, kind of just like he has the lead, so he's allowing Kurama to just come at him. And every back air is being punished with a back air. I just saw Kurama shake his head like, God damn it, why does this keep happening to me?
Well, it's what Coney was bringing up earlier. The way Mute moves with these floats just makes it
so tricky.
It just makes it feel like you can come in with the back air, but it's just one little micro space backwards, and then Mute comes back in with the back air of his own.
You want to swing so bad.
Yeah,
like, you see Mute there, and you're like, he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Just let me kick him. And then...
It's easier said than done. I mean, that's kind of the story of dealing with this character.
Right. Center stage control here for Kurama, but yeah, just goes right back to Mute and turn up in hand.
Kurama getting it. I mean, they're jousting right now. Kurama's every now and then getting a single hit, but for the most part,
patience here.
Yeah. Okay, another back air is going to hit. That back air is extra stale, bro. Jeez. Where are your other moves?
I only have back air. I mean, he does have the Spargo tag.
Yeah.
Spargo would be back air.
Yeah, that's true. Mario kick.
Really tight neutral.
I mean, that's
between
both
the
their
two.
back air. It's literally just been back air jousting. So both their back airs not hitting. I mean, Mute. I think literally every other move for Mute should be like 110% fresh.
Man, Mute's turnip usage is so clean.
He'll kill with F tilt. Yeah.
Okay, man, this is so hard. Okay, finally, both players not really wanting to overextend in neutral. They know how important this lead is here for this Game 3 scenario. Mute feeling like just unstoppable in the neutral. The fundamentals are really shining for Mute.
Okay, can't get a crazy long combo with good 37 and keeping that pressure up 62 just like that.
I mean, Mute gets that first stop. Oh my God! Good God, sir! Bro,
welcome to the future.
Christ. How you just send that man all the way back to Mario Kingdom, bro?
And that's a huge setup.
That
Like, that's
shit
something
is
that he has to, like, Kurama has to land into. MuteAce can't just make that happen. Kurama has to sort of opt into that kind of scenario. Well done for MuteAce for making it happen.
Yeah, that was a read. He legitimately covered one option. Because like, a jump off the ledge would have got him, a roll through would have got him, but no, he was like, you're gonna do a standard get up, and I'm gonna get the full punish for it.
It's just Mushroom Kingdom custom combos, bro.
It's a bad ending combo where everything went wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't save any of the NPCs.
Oh,
like,
no.
you know, it's just the world ends.
That happened to me in Detroit Become Human.
I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil. I want so bad. No spoilers. Yeah, my bad.
Might have a spoiler for this set, man. The way Mute has turned it up since that first game. Completely different tone being set. And Kurama with no answers up until this point.
Mute is playing and spacing around Smashville platforms specifically so well. There's this angle that Mario could come in on, but Mute just stays there and then fades back, again, making the approach look juicy, right? There's one thing to have good neutral, but there's another thing to deceive your opponent to be like, oh man, look, you can hit me.
Yeah, I think that's definitely, it's almost like the sortie way of doing things, except you have a float, or basically always putting yourself in a position where Mario enticingly wants to drop like a drift nair, and then you just punish that with your forward air or something. Stitch. Watch yourself.
It won't hit. $10 won't hit.
I'm not.
$10, shake, shake.
No.
That won't do. It will not hit anyone.
Can I pay you in crypto?
Uh-oh.
Really?
I can't answer.
Moving on.
I'll get in trouble.
Moving
I don't
on.
have a funny. I don't have a
test.
funny punchline.
Back to the match.
Back to the match for sure.
Stitch still in hand.
That shit's not landing. Oh, she dropped it.
They didn't get thrown. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
It does count. What are you talking about?
Doesn't count.
All right, well, Kurama
action.
getting some damage in, but yeah, the crown going to be the nail in the coffin here for this Game 3. Kurama taking Game 1, but MuteAce just...
Kurama thinks it's over.
You know,
MuteAce thinks it's over.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, and when he comes back, if you look at MuteAce's shirt, what does it say? It says, keep rising, which I just think is just like the perfect way to describe his level of play throughout this set thus far, right? I know it's a nod to the sponsor, of course, but man, just perfectly articulates what we're seeing thus far.
All right, man. So yeah, a really good game right there from Mute on the third game. You can definitely see there's a big change of pace, I would say, from Mute, where it's been a lot less, or kind of let off on the aggression. It just kind of went on big on the punishing, and it's worked out very well. Kurama has to figure out how to like super overshoot now, so that he can still hit a drifting back Peach, and also avoid all these back airs that MuteAce has been able to throw out and really like, connect with almost all the time off of whiff punishing.
MuteAce is really playing to Mario's disadvantage here, which is just having very little range. One of the stubbiest characters in the game. Like Kurama said yesterday, and it's like Mario's speed isn't absurd. It's strong, obviously, but like you said, trying to overshoot these aerials, you got to go really far out, and then if it gets reversed, maybe you're off stage, maybe the turn-ups start flowing, maybe he gets you at ledge, and then you jump into a forward air. Like, it feels like Mario constantly has to make the commitment. Meanwhile, Peach could sit back and make Mario come to her, and that's the issue here.
Yeah, and
we're back to Town and City.
Kurama just not having an answer to Mute's movement in neutral. It's just crazy.
I mean, very few players do.
Yeah,
I mean, he's very good at that.
Yeah.
It's like a fighter pilot, dude. He's just like barely weaving through the assault.
The float movement is just so insane coming out from Mute. Ooh,
whoa,
okay.
whoa.
Dang. Single hit down there seemed like it was about to go to something crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. Probably wanted an air, but yeah.
Yeah. Something foolish. However, hey, the pressure is on, and Kurama continuously, I mean, he's blocking one. I feel like he continues to forget like there's a second option coming after that turnip throw. So.
That was an amazing up air to get rid of the turnip. Didn't give up anything.
Yeah.
Didn't have to burn any resources to drop it.
Yeah, and you see almost like this really quick vertical movement because the double jump happens and then Peach just goes upward really quick, but then the float to cancel and then immediately come back down and have access to that fastball. That's why this movement can feel so tricky. And when you're Kurama and you're trying to react to certain motions, it's so hard against Peach, right? You see an upward motion, then all of a sudden Peach is down. It's everywhere.
Yeah, always keeping you guessing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Turnips out. MuteAce is cornered, but yeah, that jab gonna get him out of there.
Okay, here's the parry. Kurama's gonna need a lot more of those to get some of these openings. Finally has Mute to the corner here, the ledge. Up air connects, but it's not gonna be enough. Down air for the juggle, no, and does not catch the landing with that up smash. Oh, back throw might do it here.
Yeah, could very well get
with the rage, definitely.
Easy one right there. Okay. Almost an easy one, easy return for MuteAce, but Kurama lives to see another day.
Oh!
Nice, Kurama. These parries really carrying.
Oh, this is good.
Easy.
Oh, I thought with the rage, maybe down air might do it, but not quite yet. Not quite that, yeah.
Honestly, I always bet on down air full rage, yeah.
Right. I mean, that move scales with rage like crazy, but Kurama knows it won't kill.
Still got that smash 4 scaling on that somehow. Either way.
Yeah, that move didn't get changed. Everything else did, yeah.
Either way, though, like a good amount of damage here on to MuteAce. So Kurama's definitely figured out how to play it a little better here in the second, or in this fourth game, sorry. Might be able to take it to a game 5.
Ooh, barely connecting with that neutral air. Kurama going into the forward tilt. There's a platform here. Mute plucking a stitch.
$10.
Oh, still got it. Oh,
can we get a throw? Huh?
What? Where'd it?
Oh.
She ate it.
All right.
There you go.
Oh,
You did a quick snack.
now she'll never get hit again.
Oh, no, Kurama.
Oh, too far, yeah.
Oh, just the threat alone, so gets it one way or another.
Well, she didn't get hit, though.
Maybe stitches don't ever connect.
I told you, dude. I have never seen a Stitch connect.
In Ultimate.
In Ultimate. In Melee all the time.
Yeah, it's very few and far between, which is maybe why you see Mute kind of trying to take his time and think, like, okay, I want to maximize the opportunity for this to actually do something, because it can be a great comeback mechanic, right?
I love the up airs against the turnips there. You're not expending an air dodge, right? Kurama has the leader finally shifting the momentum. Kurama got the first game, but Mute kind of went on a rampage. The up B off the top. No, Town and City with the high ceiling.
Very close, though. 77%.
Whoa!
Okay.
Kind of showed his hand a little early with that. He had a bit of time to charge, but MuteAce a little bit too high anyway.
Oh, waiting out the
down.
stalls.
He's good. Good stalls, yeah. Those are the stalls that you were talking about. Being able to use cape and just kind of sit out there for a little bit.
Okay, turnip in hand still. Bobbing and weaving. Kurama trying to stay alive on the second stock. This lead is, I mean, he's gotten a lot of damage here, but you need everything you can against Mute, right? Because this last stock is going to be so difficult. As I say, Mute closes out that second stock.
He actually cornered himself with that B reverse. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to float on stage, and obviously MuteAce might have caught his movement, but because of that B reverse fireball, he put himself at ledge, which was an easy back air for MuteAce. Maybe a bit of a mistake that might come back to haunt him if MuteAce goes into that last hit mode that we know him capable of.
Yeah, but it's looking a little rough. MuteAce has not been able to grab any type of stage control, stage positioning. Okay.
All right. Here's ledge.
Oh,
wow!
what a parry.
What are you talking about?
Wow. You have to.
I needed like the hardest punish of all time after that, but unfortunately all we got was a back air.
Yeah.
She gets a 9.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Die.
That back air could be the start of something great. Last stock legend Mute coming to play.
Ooh, nice. Moving back onto the stage there. Oh, the dash attack. Just barely able to put the shield up.
He really is being Spargo now. These space back airs.
Angle up shield.
Okay, last stock legend Mute might actually be in the building.
Give it to my Lou. What's going on over here?
Nobody beats him last hit, man. I don't know.
This movement is insane.
There we go. Well done by Kurama. Got the back air there, catching the jump. Well done.
That's a boss battle and a half right there. Like, you thought you got the, like, on last stock at 110%, MuteAce basically has another life bar, just regeneration.
It's crazy.
It's another phase. He stands back. Oh, come on.
Man, that cross up into the grab, too. I mean, Mute going for some crazy hard reads, and the float movement is just going... It feels like the float movement is getting better as the set goes on. Almost feels like Mute keep just accelerating the movement, ramping up throughout the set, but Kurama doing the same. We've got another Game 5 set.
I mean, what else can you expect, man? It's the final summit. Everybody bringing their A game and then some. Both of these gladiators really doing it out. I mean, the craziest thing is this is only winners quarters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, you know, and everything that we've seen just continuously to be top, man. These players not disappointing at all. Another Game 5, as you said, Charles.
Okay, see what we get in this Game 5, though, man. I know there's been a couple blowouts here in this top 16.
Oh, we got the high platform. This is bad.
You're done.
Yeah. He got blown out right there, sent straight through the blast zone, and that is a hard first stock to take here in your Game 5. Really putting the pressure on the MuteAce to really make something happen here. But again, last stock legend Mute, I never want to count it out, say it's over till it's over.
Well, he's a lot closer to that last stock than after that.
It's funny because it feels like Kurama's first stock is so good.
Yeah.
And MuteAce's last stock is so good. It's flipped. Yeah, Kurama, how many times have we seen him take a stock off this weekend just immediately like that?
Yeah. All right, good neutral though. No hits so far onto MuteAce, so even with losing that stock, I say relatively early, at least time-wise, been doing nothing but delivering the hits when it comes to beating up on Kurama. Kurama finally first. Oh, trade. Oh, the neutral air out of shield probably. That was clean.
Okay, nice. Should be a forward throw.
More damage here.
I wonder how much better Peach would be if she had melee forward throw.
Oh,
like
man.
a kill throw at
That
ledge,
would be
because she would
insane.
scare you into shield. You know? But she's already great, so doesn't need that.
I mean, they took a lot away from her, man. That forward air used to be
get
something.
nerfed. She did get nerfed.
That forward air used
Oh,
to...
no way.
No,
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah.
The forbidden platform.
Yeah. And you
out.
see Kurama wants so badly to get something started on that.
Surprised that MuteAce, like, willingly challenging up there, too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the one platform I definitely don't want to be in.
He's playing with fire.
I'm telling you, man, all fire, no fear. That is how MuteAce operates. Starting to serve him well. Mounting a very solid comeback considering how this game did actually start off.
Yeah.
That stock was obliterated, but you wouldn't be able to tell based on what we're seeing now. But here we go, Kurama up air strings beginning.
He is so obvious, bro. He was trying so hard to get to that platform to reset it. It's so funny to watch Kurama like play around the platforms because you know what he wants and he wants it so bad.
Yeah.
It's just so good for Mario being able to land that.
I mean, that's his ult condition, right?
Right.
Need
exactly.
platform.
Me reset jump.
Okay.
Oh, the tournament hand. Oh, can't do much with it, though.
Yeah, definitely couldn't get anything off of that one just yet, but still, though, great comeback here from Mute. I think might be in up smash percentages now. Definitely now.
The flood.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That was a really good, just center stage. Oh, the back of the. Oh my God!
Oh, dude.
Wow, we're fading everything. Surprising.
That was so risky.
Another grab here, forward throw off stage. Utilizing the flood once again, but trying to challenge the umbrella. It's a pretty disjointed recovery there. And now an offstage scenario. Tries to get the down throw turn up, but not going to connect and reset the center. Trying to get the juggle. Mute's still alive.
It's interesting we're seeing Flood now. Like, it's getting, finally, yeah, we see him consistently rely on the down air when the stocks get moldy. When they start getting a little bit high, he'll start popping that. We might just have last hit here. I mean, you can see Kurama almost down to his last stock. MuteAce trying to find the way in, but also not trying to overcommit too hard because Mario with rage with those platforms is very scary.
Yeah, this platform formation.
No. Don't jinx it, Coney. Don't.
Okay, far enough
sneaks out.
away. Yeah, just, man, if there was just a little more platform there, that's definitely going to be it for MuteAce, but let's see another day, 59%. But as you said, yeah, I mean, I think one of the things...
I love that retreat. That was so good.
One of the things I'm definitely noticing here about the play that's kind of developed here from Kurama is going to eat that. The flood is pushing like Peach out of float into like a very uncomfortable position. So if it continues to do that, like Peach won't be able to get these very low.
Die!
Oh my
Six!
God,
so
bro.
much damage.
Wow.
Mute still has the dot eye.
Okay, well, you know, honestly,
It's dot eye better than Stitch.
It's better than Stitch.
It's seemingly better than Stitch.
It's certainly more consistent the way Mute's been playing.
Oh, wow.
Dead
this is so
even.
scary.
Even! He bets it on the neutral air!
Oh, they're going crazy right now. Last stock, last hit situation for sure.
The tech roll in. This is where Mute is so good.
But Kurama has also shown he does it at fear here. He's been able to pull it out.
This comes down to who blinks first. And it's going to be Mute. Kurama wins the battle, game 5. And what I can only describe as a director's cut of that Mario movie that we have coming out, because that shit was insanity,
Cinematic.
bro.
What a
Truly
set.
cinema.
Incredible set there, and you saw the adjustments from Kurama as the game went on. And there at the very end, I mean, like, he ended that so quickly, and that's not easy to do, to be able to sync that up smash and land it the exact right spot.
KC fans eating good tonight.
He beat the last stock Scramble God. He
Kurama.
actually beat the last stock Scramble God.
Which is
That's
so
crazy.
hard. We haven't really seen other players do it. Kurama, you're able to pull it out. How are you feeling about? Yeah, winner semis.
buddy.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. The match was really hard. You know, MuteAce is a really strong, really great player, and he knows how to adapt really well. So always like trying to come up with a new game plan like every time is so tricky.
It felt like, as Mario against Peach, it is this game of you're trying to use your stubby normals to hit her, but she's so good at just drifting back, not hitting. How did that feel like from game to game? Did you start like overshooting? Did you have to start prioritizing, you know, platform combos in Town and City? What was your game plan sort of as the game adjusted?
I realized, because I think game 3 I went to Smashville, and I just realized I needed a lot more space to run away, because Peach can just like,
when he corners you.
yeah, he just puts me in a corner, and then I have so like little room to like play around with.
Right.
So I felt like Town like was a pretty good pick overall. That's why I went back to it and utilizing my platform to just kind of like stay there and take my time. And I was able to bring the match down. Yeah, that was almost scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bigger stages, the more time I have to play around, and then yeah, I just took my time and ended up winning.
One of the most impressive things that we saw is like twice here in game 4 and in game 5, it really came down to that last hit. I mean, he got this dot eye combo when you were solidly ahead, and the dot eye put you behind.
Yeah,
I mean, what's going through your mind? Because MuteAce is famously, you know, it's kind of iconic, this last stock. He never dies. And you were able to land that, and you were able to win the 4th game off that last hit. What's going in through your head through those moments?
It's just, you know, got to stay calm at all times. Just taking deep breaths throughout the match. Even if he got that 90% combo, I was still very confident that I can still close it out. And as long as I don't let it get to myself as much, that pretty much going to be on my side no matter what.
I do feel like this this run you're going on in this bracket right now, a little reminiscent of what you're able to do at the Ludwig Smash Invitation. Remember that? You went on to get second place, I believe.
Third, yeah.
Third place. So just like a sensational performance you had there, man. It seems like these invitationals, man, this is really your jam. You got a hard opponent in Big D next.
Yeah.
Not the most favorable matchup for Mario, obviously. What are you thinking about that one?
I still have a lot of my notes from main stage, so I'm going to try to add more, but I just think I didn't follow through with it as much as I should have. So this time around, I'm going to make sure I stick to my game plan and, just try, close it out.
Absolutely. I have a really dumb question on that matchup. Does Flood do anything against Ices? Because it's kind of disruptive to Peach, and I saw you do it in Game 5, but just curious.
Sort of not.
Yeah.
It's just you got to know when to use
Positioning,
it.
sure. All right, well, good stuff, man.
Right,
Dude,
thank
winner
you.
segment with Mario, dude. That's crazy.
He's one of a kind, one-on-one.
Good
luck, bro.
That's what you get out of Summit, man. There's some very high-level matches, some high stakes at all times, and just great games. Up next, we will have Riddles versus Proto, but that is going to be after a small break. So, guys, don't go anywhere. Ultimate Summit 6 will be right back.